What's up everybody? On today's video we're going to be going through some of the Walksnail footage and my experience so far with this system. So let's crack open a beer and start the video. Let's start off with the goggles. First thing I did actually was swapping out the foam. This is the newbie drone for the HCO2s. Fits much better. To my face at least, almost no light leaks. I'm keeping the stock antennas for now. For my use, perfect at the moment. The weather in Norway is really bad, so I'm just flying inside, so I'm not even going beyond 25 milliwatts. I was thinking about changing out the strap, but I actually like this as well too, so I'm not sure. When you put this goggle on, you kind of feel like it's close to your face and that it's touching your eyelashes. With this foam, I didn't have that kind of feeling or sensation at all. Compared to the DJI goggle, it has more room. If you use glasses, you can fly with the DJI goggles V1 and V2. When I put the goggle on, it's actually pretty easy to get a focused screen with the knobs and everything that's under here. So that's also a good plus. The fan works. It was just my stupid face that didn't see the slider up here. Yeah, I'm not so smart. When it comes to the VTX, if you fire this up inside, you better have a fan on it because it heats up really fast. And I had a few warnings in the display about overheating. I don't want to push the limit on it. I'm not sure how high it can go or how warm it can get, but let's not go there. If you're either gonna update it, if you're gonna download some footage, keep it cool. Fan. The whole process about mounting it, super easy. Double-sided sticky tape. I would not recommend because of the heat, but if you do, put a zip tie around it. Maybe find a mount on Thingiverse on Facebook. There's a lot of different prints out there you can get now for the VTX. Let's swap over to the camera. The camera is 1 millimeter narrower than the DJI one. Depends on the frame you have. It's pretty easy to mount, but actually in the Moongot frame I had to use some spacers. Some tiny spacers. Where are they at? So for the Moongot frame I had to use some tiny ass spacers to get the camera in here. The other thing about the camera is the field of view I feel is wider, so I got a lot more frame in the frame. So on this frame I'm actually designing a camera mount so I can get it more forward and less frame in the frame. My experience when flying this for the first time was actually really good. I loved the picture, it was really good. Colors were good when I was flying outside. When it was light outside, everything was super. But there are some places where this camera at least can improve. And that is the white balance is really sensitive. Like it flickered a lot, colder, warmer, even though I was outside and the lighting was consistent. I also put the 1S VTX on this little sucker. And then we were flying or racing indoors, the white balance going crazy. There is some settings that you can put on the white balance as well. And you can put it into racing mode and LED mode and whatever. I did not try that out, but I know it's an option, so might be solved. And also the low light capability of the camera isn't super great. It's under okay, but I'm not used to flying at night. But in Norway at this time it gets nighttime at 3 p.m. so all day is nighttime here now basically. Well, I can imagine there's going to be a polar kind of camera coming, or should come at least. All in all, very good experience with the Walksnail. I'm not going to sell my DJI stuff just yet because I feel like the Walksnail isn't as good as DJI. It's so close though, it's so freaking close. But there's some minor details that has to be fixed before I can swap my gear out. Another thing that came to mind when I was flying with the guys is they're all flying DJI and I'm flying Walksnail, and we're used to spectating each other. But I couldn't because I was having the Walksnail goggles. And I feel like I'm missing out. I'm that guy that has a different system. Now, the system is good, don't get me wrong, but the enjoyment of watching other people fly and how they fly and push each other to do different tricks and stuff like that. I'm totally missing out on that. I'm not even sure if it's possible, but what if these goggles could spectate DJI and DJI goggles could spectate Walksnail?
Say what?
That would be amazing. There's a lot of information regarding the Walksnail system online, but if you have any questions, put them down below. I'm gonna see where Walksnail is going with the system and how it develops, and then yeah, we'll see. Thanks for tuning in.